What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on SENS stock. First of all, as usual, brief summary about this company. Senseonics Holdings, a medical technology company, develops and commercializes continuous glucose monitoring systems for people with diabetes in the United States, Europe, the Middle East and Africa. The company's product includes Eversense and Eversense XL, which are implantable CGM systems to measure glucose levels in people with diabetes through an under-the-skin sensor, a removable and rechargeable smart transmitter, and a convenient app for real-time diabetes monitoring and management for a period of up to 90 and 180 days. And here is their system. And three main parts, three main components. It is a sensor itself, it is a transmitter and a mobile app. And it says the world's only long-term CGM system. With Eversense 90-day CGM system, you can actively manage your diabetes simply and with confidence. And since I made my previous video, we have recent news that was published on April the 1st. And it says Senseonics announced equity grants to employees under endorsements plan. The Senseonics Compensation Committee granted 5 new non-executive employees non-qualified stock options to purchase an aggregate of 62,000 shares of the company's common stock as an endorsement for such employees to join the company. The options have an exercise price of $2.58 per share, which was the closing price of the company's common stock on the New York Stock Exchange on April the 1st, 2021. In each case, 25% of the shares underlying the options will vest on the first anniversary of employees' start date, with the remainder vesting in monthly installments over the subsequent 3-year period. In all cases, contingent on such employees' continued service with the company at the applicable vesting date. And let me show you this. We are on insider trading and ownership report, and as you can see, a recent filings was made on April the 1st, and it was an award. And as you can see, we don't have any sales all over the list. This means all executives believe in this company, believe in Senseonics, and it is a very strong bullish sign for this stock. Let me show you institutional owners of this company. And here you can see we have 2 recent sell-offs, and I covered them in my previous video. And since the beginning of April we have cautious buys, or we have companies that strongly hold their position. And it is also a good sign for this company, for Senseonics. And on top of that, let me show you this information. It is Investor Place article, and it was published on April the 9th, and it's titled Senseonics stock will likely rise on the same trajectory as Dexcom. And Dexcom is the main competitor, and it is the company that is a leader of CGM systems for now, but it has only the system that lasts for 10 days. So let me quote you this information. Recently, Senseonics released its earnings on March 4th, where it said the company now has $187.3 million in cash on its balance sheet as of January 31st. This is up from $18.2 million at the end of 2020. And the president and CEO, Tim Goodnow, said during the earnings call about the company's liquidity. The existing cash and cash equivalent should be sufficient to fund the business through cash flow break-even from operations and the commercial launch. It relates to its 365-day sensor designed to be calibrated only once per week, called the Eversense XL. The company is already collaborating with a Swiss company Essentia in marketing its 90 days and 180 days sensor throughout Europe. And let me remind you that in the United States they approved by FDA only one system. It is 90 days system, and in Europe they can sell even 180 days system. And here is some projections. Last year the company generates just $4.85 million in sales, down from $21.3 million in 2019. But now analysts surveyed by Seeking Alpha expect to see sales to more than double to $12.85 million in 2021. But by 2022 revenue, its forecast go up by over 6 times to $32.9 million. And it is a huge upside potential, and this potential of course related to their long-term CGM systems. So all this information leads us to our technical analysis. And before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. As you can see, we have this sell-off for about 30% from the mid-March to present day. And as you can see, we again hovering right around our second accumulation point. And basically it is still viable, but I want to make some assumption. So I had this breakdown. This was the first wave, this is the second retracement, this huge was the third wave, and for now we are in the fourth wave. And internal breakdown of the third wave was like this. But let's assume that I was completely wrong, and instead of this breakdown we might have this breakdown. So it is first wave, second, third, fourth and fifth one. And it is also 100% legit, and only time will show us which one is the better. And if this is the right case, let me show you that we have to adjust this Fibonacci retracement tool and pull it from the bottom of entire structure right here to the top of entire structure, because on a greater scale we will have this as our first initial wave, and for now we are on a wave 2 instead of wave 4. And this leads us to slightly different targets of accumulation points. They are a little bit lower, and as you can see, we also have 0.65 and 0.618 levels as our strong support level. But we have to adjust our targets right here and right here. And it's not a big difference between these two counts, because all we have to adjust is this tool, and also we have to project our targets according to new data. So let's continue with this layout and let's project some targets. And to do so, we have to pull our Fibonacci extension tool from the bottom of entire structure with the assumption that this is the first wave and this is the second. And second point should be at the top of the wave, and third one at the bottom of the retracement. And with the assumption that this is the first wave, according to Elliott wave theory, we might have 1.618 extension in our third wave compared to the first one. So this might be our target, but let's be conservative and let's for now define the target at 1-to-1 level. Because if I'm completely wrong, and if our first count is correct, in this case our main targets will be right here at $6.98 and on $10.1. So let's be conservative and let's have these targets as our primary and most conservative targets. So with that being said, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. See you guys and girls next time. Bye!